Reality star Todd Chrisley recently lost his job as an assistant prison chaplain while serving time in Pensacola. The TV personality's attorney recently made a statement about his client losing his job. Chrisley's hopes for the future were also shared through the statement. Todd Chrisley volunteered as a prison chaplain assistant. Jay Sargent serves as the attorney for the Chrisley Knows Best star. Reportedly, Chrisley had volunteered to be a chaplain's assistant at Federal Prison Camp Pensacola. Chrisley served in the role for around 2 years. While in this position, he helped arrange services for people of various religious backgrounds, including Jewish, Muslim, and Christian. However, Sargent learned that Chrisley lost his position after he was found communicating with people that had been admitted into the RDAP. This serves as the prison's residential drug abuse program. Sargent claimed he wasn't given a real reason for Chrisley's dismissal. However, some of the RDAP participants only have temporary stays in the prison, suggesting there was concern over their access to the outside world. In a statement with Today, Sargent claimed that Chrisley was disappointed and emotionally offended for losing his position. He also claimed the termination was without cause. According to Sargent, Chrisley made friends with various inmates, saying they looked to him for advice and guidance. As he continued, they also look for him to discuss their particular situations or any emotional problems they may be having and coordinate the religious services some of these inmates would attend. Sargent also claimed that the position gave his client the ability to participate in his faith and to help other people with their faith. Adding that it meant a lot to him, he claimed it was a big part of Chrisley's life during his sentence. At this time, however, Chrisley no longer has access to the office where he volunteered. Jay Sargent discussed Chrisley's hopes for the future. Despite losing his position, Sargent assured that Chrisley losing his job has only intensified his belief that God will protect him, his wife, Julie, and his entire family. He also shared that Chrisley still hopes to one day get a reduced sentence. As Sargent shared, Todd also believes that his overall sentence of 12 years was excessive, and he will be pursuing every legal means still available to him in order to have his sentence corrected in conformity with his alleged crime. In addition to this, Chrisley has also expressed hope to be transferred to another facility. Back in 2017, Chrisley became the subject of an investigation for failing to pay income tax. Within 2 years' time, Chrisley and his wife Julie were indicted on charges including wire fraud. Todd was convicted to 12 years while Julie received 7 years. What do you think will happen to Chrisley's sentence? Make sure you come back to TV shows Ace for all the latest reality TV and celebrity news. In an unexpected turn of events, Todd Chrisley, the former reality TV star who once embodied luxury in a lavish lifestyle, broke his silence from behind bars about being let go from his role as a prison chaplain. After nearly a year of fulfilling what he described as a deeply humbling position, he opened up in a letter obtained by a close family friend, revealing the personal struggle and disappointment that came with his dismissal. In his letter, Todd addressed the unusual transition from wealth to prison life. "I came here broken, expecting little but isolation," he began, but soon found that serving as a chaplain gave me a renewed sense of purpose. When Todd assumed the chaplain role, it became a point of pride and a path to redemption. He wrote of how he felt he was finally offering something back, something meaningful. "For once, it wasn't about me or the show, or even about proving myself to anyone," he wrote. "It was about being there for others, helping them rediscover hope, even in a place so often devoid of it." This newfound duty had become his identity. He shared stories of other inmates opening up to him, leaning on him for support through tough times. Todd, who was once the patriarch of Chrisley Knows Best, now found himself counseling men who had lived vastly different lives from his. The role wasn't always easy, he admitted, describing how he wrestled with his own demons and regrets even while offering solace to others. But it was an experience that, he said, brought him closer to his faith than ever before. However, all of that came to a crashing halt when he was abruptly dismissed from the role. One day, without warning, I was told I could no longer serve as chaplain, Todd recounted in his letter, and honestly, it felt like my world was collapsing again. The pain was evident in his words, and the lack of explanation only fueled the emotional upheaval. Inmates and staff had come to respect Todd for his dedication, and the decision left many puzzled. Rumors spread across the prison yard. Some said it was because Todd had been too lenient with some inmates, while others hinted at administrative issues he had no control over. Todd addressed these rumors, stating, "I've learned that prisons are a breeding ground for stories. Everyone has a theory, and nobody has the full picture." There were murmurs that Todd's growing popularity among inmates might have been viewed as a threat by some of the higher-ups. One anonymous source within the facility reportedly told a family member that Todd's influence was too strong and could be seen as a destabilizing factor. Todd subtly acknowledged this in his letter, saying, "Sometimes, people want to put limits on growth, especially in a place designed to contain." The firing left him grappling with anger and betrayal. "I can't lie, my faith was shaken," he admitted. "It's hard to understand why I was given the opportunity to serve in the first place, only to have it taken away so suddenly." He described how he wrestled with these questions in the long, silent hours alone in his cell, questioning his purpose once again. Julie Chrisley, Todd's wife, reportedly received updates on the situation and was heartbroken at the news. She had been one of his greatest sources of support and encouragement. Todd mentioned her in his letter, reflecting on the strength she's shown despite their shared ordeal. "Julie's faith has been unbreakable," he wrote, "even when mine has wavered. Her letters, her words, they remind me that there is light, even when I can't see it." The letter was also a plea to his fans and former viewers. Todd expressed his gratitude for the support he has received from them over the years. "I know I'm not the man people thought they knew on TV," he wrote. "But I hope they can see I'm still trying, even if I've made more mistakes than I can count." He asked his followers to keep him in their thoughts and prayers, a request that he said was more important now than ever. Despite his pain, Todd found himself reflecting on how far he'd come since entering prison. "Even though I've lost this role, I haven't lost my faith," he declared. "God's purpose isn't always clear, but I believe there's a reason for all of this." He went on to say that he would continue finding ways to serve.